All right, Pelosi lighting up social media as queen of the clapback. A modern art installation demeans the first daughter, and 10-year-old Cub Scout taking a knee. Joining us with all the details, Raymond Arroyo, Fox News contributor, New York Times bestselling author of the upcoming book, almost out, Will Wilder, The Amulet of Power. Raymond, now, Pelosi did her very best to steal the president's thunder last night, but it's the clapback that's getting all the attention. We're hitting the news that all of you really need to hear on Fox.
Well, but a lot of people didn't see this. Anyone who watched the State of the Union and is familiar with Speaker Pelosi's attempts to kind of steal the focus all evening realized that she's perfected the art of subtle contempt. Or maybe she just needs some Fixodent. Whatever the case, she was gnawing on something in her mouth all evening. Was it a Luden's, beef jerky? We may never know. Several times she pulled out what might have been a large menu, and she looked like she was trying to decide whether to have the foie gras or the pea soup. Or maybe she's reading Obamacare. We don't know yet.
Brown rice.
But now, Nancy Pelosi's mouth tick seems to be catching. This is Kamala Harris, Laura, reacting to the president's calls to put coyotes out of business at the border. Look at her mouth.
Oh, she's doing the
same
thing.
She's got the mouth tick. But nothing quite, I know, it's spreading, but nothing quite caught the attention of Democrats as this moment at the State of the Union. It's being called the Nancy clapback. Watch. It's kind of this, you see, it's this extended shoulders up.
Yeah.
Now, they're reading a lot into this. Pelosi's daughter, Christine, took to Twitter to say, oh, yes, that clapback took me back to the teen years. She knows, and she knows that you know. And frankly, she's disappointed that you thought it would work. But here's a clap for you.
Why do we care about what Christine Pelosi's, walk down memory lane with mommy is all about?
I'll tell you what this is really about.
Scold. She was a scold then, and she's a scold now.
The Washington Post had an article on this, the exquisite shade of Nancy Pelosi's applaud. This is Democrats desperate for something good on a good night for the president. And let me tell you, the other point here, when Stacey Abrams is your mouthpiece, Nancy Pelosi clapping seems like Maria Callas in the last act of Tosca, okay? They're looking for help. They're looking for something they can, a bit of performance art they can latch on to.
By the way, I couldn't sleep last night. We were up so late during the show, and I kept thinking of that commercial.
What was it?
Ken French is the world-class clapper. 721 claps a minute.
With the clapper, I only need 2 claps.
Clap on, clap off.
Claps things on, claps things off.
So when they lose the majority of the House in 2020, she can be the new clap-on.
I also thought maybe it may not be anything conscious. She might have just been kind of osteoporosis or something, and she's just clapping. It might just be the way she claps. Anyway, Laura, there is a new exhibit, talking of performance art
exhibit,
that just opened in Washington. It's called IVANKA Vacuuming. That's right. An Ivanka Trump lookalike is in a gallery, and patrons are invited to throw crumbs of her, trash, that she will vacuum up. The gallery says, quote, Ivanka vacuuming is simultaneously a visual celebration of a contemporary feminine icon, a portrait of our own relationship to that figure, and a questioning of our complicity in her role-playing. You know what I discovered about this cultural DC, the group putting this on? Not only is it sexist and misogynist, this group is taxpayer-funded. They got $120,000 in government funding in 2016. Imagine if they put Michelle Obama and people were encouraged to throw produce at her in a garden. Or, let's say, Hillary Clinton, where you throw email servers at her and she picks them up. That would be seen as what it is, sexist, misogynist, and inhuman. This stuff should not stand. This is really awful.
I never was big into performance art.
Me neither.
I
came from an acting background.
It's always
the performance.
No. It's always like there's like a woman with a red dot on the wall, and she stares at it.
How is a woman vacuuming art? This is called domestic chores. We have to do this. We all do this.
It's idiotic. And they did it to Michelle. There'd be protests out front.
You're right.
Now, finally, a Cub Scout. Wow, my kids were in Cub Scouts. See him right there? He's a cutie. He took a knee at a city council meeting in North Carolina during the national anthem. Local media picked up on the story. The kid and his father explained the stunt this way.
What I did was took a knee against racial discrimination, which is basically what people are mean to other people of different colors.
When he did it, I was really surprised and also really proud of him.
The father discussed this with him beforehand.
Yeah, and
he says, and the city council said, I'm glad the kid exercised his conscience. This is not conscience. This is propaganda and political child abuse. I'm sorry.
Using
the kid,
kids like
he's
that.
not an NFL player. No reason for him to kneel. If he wants to protest, go help poor people. Or better yet, take your Cub Scout troop, go to the inner city and help people out there.
They do
if you're
do
worried
that.
about racism.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
do more
I think
of
a
it.
lot of veterans I saw commenting
Oh, yeah.
on the
They were
local
not happy.
A lot of the veterans, like I was in Eagle Scouts saying, our whole thing is patriotism.
Right.
Patriotism and service to others.
Yeah.
And look, Daddy had the little, Daddy is like using a little pawn there.
I don't like
It's
that.
sad. That's sad.